People wait for motivation to change their life, but the truth is, life changes the moment you decide to show up, even when you don't feel like it. Hazel Brooks didn't wake up one day and suddenly become strong. She became strong on the days she felt the weakest, and still chose not to disappear. There was a time when mornings felt like punishment. The sunlight creeping through her blinds didn't feel warm, it felt exposing. Like the world was asking her to participate in something she no longer had the energy for. Her phone would light up with notifications, messages, reminders, social media, but instead of connection, it all felt like noise. Too much. Too loud. Too far from where she was mentally. So she avoided it. Avoided people. Avoided responsibilities. Avoided herself. Hazel became a master of distraction. Scrolling endlessly. Watching videos she didn't even care about. Sleeping at odd hours just to escape the feeling of being awake. But distractions don't heal you. They just delay the moment you have to face yourself. And eventually, that moment always comes back. One night, around 2:17 a.m., Hazel sat on her bedroom floor. No music. No phone. No distractions. Just silence. And for the first time in months, she allowed herself to sit in that silence without running. Her thoughts came rushing in. Regrets. Fear. Self-doubt. But something unexpected happened. Instead of breaking her, the silence revealed something. She wasn't broken. She was overwhelmed. And there's a difference. Broken feels permanent. Overwhelmed feels human. That realization didn't fix everything. But it softened the way she saw herself. And sometimes, healing begins not with action, but with understanding. The next morning, Hazel didn't set a big goal. She didn't write a list of everything she needed to change. She simply asked herself, what's the smallest thing I can do right now, that moves me forward? The answer was almost too simple. Stand up. So she did. And that moment mattered more than she realized. Because progress isn't about how far you go. It's about breaking the pattern of staying stuck. From that day forward, Hazel built her life differently. Not around pressure. But around small, repeatable habits. The first habit she committed to was waking up and not checking her phone for 10 minutes. At first, it felt uncomfortable. Her instinct was to reach for it immediately, to escape her thoughts before they fully formed. But instead, she sat there. Eyes half open. Mind messy. And just breathed. Those 10 minutes became her anchor. A quiet space before the noise of the world entered her mind. And slowly, she noticed something. Her thoughts weren't as chaotic when she didn't start her day with comparison. The second habit was movement. Not intense workouts. Not strict routines. Just movement. Some days it was stretching for 5 minutes. Other days it was walking around the block. And on difficult days, it was simply standing outside and letting fresh air hit her face. She stopped asking, is this enough? And started reminding herself, it counts because I did it. That shift changed everything. Because mental health doesn't improve through perfection. It improves through permission. Permission to start small. Permission to go slow. Permission to be human. Weeks turned into months. Hazel's habits grew, but gently. She began adding structure to her day. Not strict schedules, but soft routines. Morning, water, sunlight, no phone. Afternoon, a short walk, even if she didn't feel like it. Evening, one honest sentence in her notebook. And over time, those small habits began shaping her identity. She wasn't someone who was struggling anymore. She was someone who showed up. And that identity gave her something she hadn't felt in a long time, stability. One afternoon, Hazel had a setback. A real one. She woke up heavy. The kind of heavy that pulls you back into old patterns. She skipped her walk. Ignored her notebook. Stayed in bed longer than usual. By evening, the old thoughts came back. You're back to square one. You haven't changed. What's the point? And for a moment, she believed them. But then something different happened. Instead of giving up completely, she paused. And asked herself, what would the old me do right now? The answer was clear: stay stuck. What can I do differently? She sat up. Grabbed her notebook. And wrote just one sentence: today was hard, but I'm still here. That sentence didn't fix her day. But it broke the pattern. And sometimes, that's the real win. Hazel began to understand something powerful: healing isn't about never falling. It's about learning how to get back up, faster, kinder, and with less judgment. Another habit she introduced was something she called mental resets. Whenever her thoughts became overwhelming, she'd step away from everything and do one simple thing: breathe slowly, and name 5 things she could see. A chair. A tree. A shadow. A passing car. Her own hands. It grounded her. Brought her out of her mind, and back into the present. Because anxiety lives in the future. Regret lives in the past. But healing happens in the present. As her mental clarity improved, Hazel started reconnecting with parts of herself she had ignored. She picked up an old sketchbook. At first, her drawings were messy. Uncertain. Incomplete. But she didn't stop. Because she wasn't drawing to be good. She was drawing to feel something again. And slowly, she did. One evening, while watching the sunset from her apartment window, Hazel realized something surprising. She wasn't chasing happiness anymore. She was creating peace. And peace felt sustainable. It didn't come with pressure. It didn't disappear when things got hard. It stayed, quietly, as long as she stayed consistent with herself. Months later, Hazel's life looked different. Not perfect. But intentional. She still had bad days. Still had moments of doubt. But now, those moments didn't define her. Because she had built a system of small habits that supported her, even when her mind didn't. One morning, Hazel received a message from someone she hadn't spoken to in a long time. Hey. I don't know why, but I've been struggling a lot lately. How did you get through it? Hazel stared at the message for a while. She didn't see herself as someone who had figured it out. But she responded anyway. Not with advice. Not with long explanations. Just something simple: I stopped trying to fix everything at once, and started taking care of small things daily. That was her truth. And it was enough. On a quiet Sunday morning, Hazel walked through a park she used to avoid. The same place that once felt overwhelming now felt calming. She sat on a bench, closed her eyes, and took a deep breath. For the first time in a long time, she felt aligned with herself. Not fighting her thoughts. Not running from her emotions. Just existing. And that was enough. She opened her notebook and wrote, "Small habits didn't just improve my mental health, they gave me my life." Mental health is not a destination. It's a daily relationship you build with yourself. And like any relationship, it grows through small, consistent actions. You don't need to wake up tomorrow and change everything. You don't need a perfect routine or unlimited motivation. You need willingness. Willingness to try, even when it feels pointless. Willingness to show up, even when it feels heavy. Willingness to continue, even when progress feels invisible. Start with small habits: drink water when you wake up. Step outside, even for a minute. Move your body gently. Limit the noise you consume. Write one honest thought each day. Pause and breathe when your mind feels loud. These habits may feel insignificant. But they are not. Because every time you choose them, you are choosing yourself. And the more you choose yourself, the stronger your mind becomes. Not overnight. But over time. So don't underestimate small beginnings. Because big change doesn't come from one powerful moment. It comes from hundreds of quiet decisions that no one sees, except you. And that's what makes them powerful.